Comeback win. Comeback win last night. The stars was on display. Shedeur Sanders doing what he does. Doing what he does. Doing what he does. Travis Hunter doing what he does. They said Coach Prime couldn't coach, but called a great end of play. He called a tremendous play. Put Travis Hunter over there to draw three people, threw it to LaJohntay Wester on man-to-man coverage. It wasn't a Hail Mary. That was a strike by Shedeur. And the Buffaloes go to 3-1. Now, I had all of you people talking about the Buffaloes and how Deion couldn't coach, how, Shedeur was too arrogant, and the Buffaloes were not going to do anything. Marv, I'm going to turn it over to you because I think you were one of them. Talk to me about the win yesterday.
So are we going? So I'll preface my comments. First of all, what type of conversation are we trying to have? Are we trying to have a conversation about two mediocre teams that put on a mediocre performance and good football? Or are we going to talk about football? Which one?
Well, this was great football. What are you talking about? This great football last night.
All right. Well, then let's get into great.
To your point, if you're 3-1, you're a good football team. I don't know what to say.
Let's get into great football then. The audacity for you to sit up here and say that Prime drew up a play for Baylor to guard Travis Hunter with three people is I mean, that's just kind of crazy to me. So Aranda, supposedly the football genius, the defensive savant from the LSU days, I don't know any coach from Pee Wee all the way up to the NFL that will play rush 5 and play a press man coverage and a Hail Mary with the only thing that can beat you is a touchdown. You can shake your head all you want to, Lee. That is football remedial level, 005. It is the dumbest thing that I've ever seen. Now, mind you, okay, this is what it took for Colorado to beat a team that went 2-7 in the Big 12 last year and won 3 games last year. Now, Colorado won 4 games last year. And I think I remember you saying that it would have been regression if Colorado wouldn't have won Saturday night. So this is what it took for Colorado to win. It took a Hail Mary that was dropped. It took a Hail Mary, a second Hail Mary that was caught. It took a touchdown in overtime. And then it took a fumble on the goal line for them to win. And mind you, let me give you one more point here. Dave Aranda called a freaking timeout after the first Hail Mary that the kid dropped just to make sure he got his formation right. And he came out of the timeout rushing 5 and man press coverage on the corners. Now, you can't, that's a fireable offense at that level of football. Okay. If any other coach that would have done that, you'd be saying that he's stupid, he's dumb, who would call that kind of play? But because it was Deion and they creeped out a win from I don't know where they creeped it out from. It was the worst coaching performance that I've seen from a Division I coach in a long time. If you want to get a tape on how to blow a game, turn this tape on right here with Dave Aranda. And come on now, we talking football. Shedeur Sanders sacked 8 times. No semblance of a running game, right? No semblance of a running game. All the things that you told me they will be better at this year. They're not better at they're not better in any phase of the game. The only thing that they're better in is getting lucky. Okay, they won the football game, they won the football game, and it's great theater. But if we're talking factual, like you like to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, we talking facts here. You had 2 very mediocre to poor teams on the foot. Okay, I mean, it is what it is. But you can say no. But if you looked at that product on the field, then your eyes are lying to you. And maybe that's why you are a Cowboys fan, because maybe you don't know the game as well as I think you do. Maybe you fooling me, because what you saw on that football field Saturday night, if you thought that was good football, like I always tell you, I got some other stuff I need to sell.
Marv, stop it. You sit up here making all these excuses. Shedeur Sanders.
I got no dog in the fight. Ain't no excuses. Travis Hunter is the best player in college football. I'm good with that.
Clear up something. First of all, Ricky Britt, I'm glad you joined. I love you. You know football. Vikings, great win today, Ricky Britt. Thank you for joining in. Marv, stop it. Stop it. First of all, that wasn't a Hail Mary. That was a strike by Shedeur Sanders. That wasn't a Hail Mary. That was a strike by Shedeur Sanders. Stop it.
Shedeur Sanders said it in his post-game comments that he just threw it up to the gods. He threw it up to the gods and hope and prayed that somebody would come down to it. But now you telling me that it was a pinpoint pass. Okay, I guess he was on the field. What number were you, Lee? Was you blocking? That's why they had so many sacks, because your ass was out there blocking. Now I get it. That makes more sense now.
Deion Sanders and his coaching staff drew up a phenomenal play. A phenomenal play. Where are all the people that was talking about Coach Prime? I don't hear none of you. I don't see any other comments. I don't see anything now that they're 3-1. I don't see any other comments coming in about Coach Prime. I want to have those conversations. They're 3-1.
Yeah, we can have a conversation. Remember, they were this last year. This is what they were last year.
Coach Prime and what they did. Marv, they ran for 91 yards yesterday. They ran for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's improvement. But you know what? They don't have to run for 100 yards because they have Travis Hunter, they have Shedeur Sanders, and they have the best receiving core in the country. So where's all of the coach?
Okay, I'm glad you said that to me, Lee. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that to me, Lee, because yesterday on the show you made this very point to me about Tua and about Bryce Young and about Alabama quarterbacks. Remember this comment that you made to me? That it was easy to be that good when you were throwing to all that talent. Remember when you said that to me yesterday? So is Shedeur Sanders a product of the best receiving room in college football? Would you say the same thing about Shedeur Sanders now that you say about all the Alabama quarterbacks that were throwing to all that talent?
Not.
Is Shedeur a product? Is Shedeur? Oh, so it's different. So Shedeur has the best wide receiver room in college football, according to you. That was your words, not mine. But for some reason, now he's better than Tua and Bryce Young when you said that the only reason they were good was because of the talent that they threw to. Shedeur makes Travis that good, huh? Shedeur makes Jimmy Horn Sr. Junior that good.
What I said was Tua, Jalen Milroe, Bryce Young.
No, you didn't say nothing about Jalen Milroe. You said Tua and Bryce Young. Jalen Milroe's not in this conversation.
They were throwing to receivers that were wide open. Shedeur Sanders he completes 70% of his passes. But he's deadly accurate.
You're not answering my question.
Well, the question doesn't make sense because Shedeur Sanders
makes perfect sense.
We have 2 Heisman Trophy candidates that both should be.
Shedeur Sanders won't sniff the Heisman. Travis is the only one that can sniff the Heisman. Shedeur ain't sniffing the Heisman.
He's the best quarterback in the country. I want to get to something that Elliott said because I like to give equal time. I want to see Coach Prime and the Buffs remain humble and keep grinding. They have 2 outstanding players, and they can win some games if they focus on the field and they stay off social media. Elliott, you know I love you. You like a brother to me, but I just don't understand what staying humble means. I just don't understand what it means. Deion Sanders is a God-fearing man. He raises his kids right. All of the players love him. The people in Boulder love him. He's on social media because social media is what the young kids love, and that's the way he's recruiting. He's building a program through social media, something that no one else has ever done. I love what he's doing. Being on social media is not an issue, in my opinion. He's humble. He's more than humble. But let me say this. Everybody didn't want to give Coach Prime the time that everyone else gets to build a program. In 2 years, you're trying to bury the man. He's 3-1. He's improving that team, and that team is making strides.
Hold on, I can't let you have that comment, man, and just let that go unchecked. So who is not letting Coach Sanders build a program? What's his contract for, if I'm not mistaken?
Well,
how many years did he get on? No. I'm not media. I'm just a dude on a podcast. So what's the deal? What's his contract for?
Well, let y'all tell it. He only has 2 years.
No. I didn't ask you to let y'all tell it. What is his actual contract for? How many years did he get?
He got 5. The people in Boulder are extremely happy. Right. That's all I know. The people in Boulder
but you just threw something out there that was just factually incorrect, okay?
The people in Boulder get off social media.
Deion took the route of gutting a program. Nobody told him to do that. He did it. So he put himself under that microscope by doing what he did. So don't blame others for now calling him out on his decision on how to build a program.
Is it
And he
working,
won
Marv?
4.
Is
It's
gutting the program working?
it's not gonna. Is it? He won 4
Yeah,
games last year.
I think
Is it?
he's ahead of schedule. He's won 3. He's 3
What
and
was the
1 now.
schedule?
So I think he's
You
ahead of
can't be
schedule.
worse than 1 win. You can't be worse than winning 1
He's 3
game.
and 1. He's 3 and 1. He's 3 and 1,
He
Marv.
was
See,
last year. He was last year.
this is the thing that bothers me about all the Deion hate, because people, you give all of these other coaches rope to go 2, 3, 4, 5 years. In year 2, you're saying he's not improving the program when he's 3 and 1. He's on national TV every week. He's the most talked about. He has the most talked about program in the country. And he is just starting to build the program. It's a fabulous job. And that's my whole deal about the whole thing about Colorado. I cannot believe how people take shots. Look, Shedeur Sanders, he has a NIL valuation of $5.1 million. Highest in college football. He's a star. It's the entertainment business. People want him to stay off social media. But you know what people don't say? That he's one of the hardest working quarterbacks that have ever come through college football. That he can read defenses like pro quarterbacks right now, that he's deadly accurate, and it has to be that he's put in the time to be this way. Talk about those skills and not talk about him being on social media, because every young person
Well, I'm gonna use your I'm gonna use your saying again. 2 things can be true, correct? He can be all those things, and that's great. And he's already got an evaluation as being a top 5 draft pick. So who's saying that he's not those things, right? So, but it can also be true that you don't throw your offensive lineman under the bus and talk about another quarterback not.
That's ridiculous.
I know that according to you, he didn't. But
he brought him to the press conference with him, Marv.
That was the next week. That was the next week, Lee. But so 2 things can be true, Lee. Like it can't be all or nothing one way or the other, right? Like you like Deion, you like the way that he does it, and other people don't. What's wrong with people not liking the way that he runs the program? Just like you want them to be okay with the way he is, it's okay for people to not be okay with it. It's okay for traditionalists not to like the way he's building his program.
I'm okay with it. Personally, I'm okay with it. I don't have a problem with people can have their viewpoints of any back and forth, but this is the problem I have. I believe in comps, Mar. I believe in comps. When I look at players, I say this is a comp, so I can evaluate the situations and evaluate it on even keels. When I look at where Coach Prime is in year 2, where others have been in year 2, the way we judge him is not the same. That's all. You can think or whatever you want. I don't, it doesn't bother me one bit. I'm going to support the man for what he's done. When he doesn't do the things, I'll call him out on it. But you cannot say these things. He can't coach. He can't coach when he's won every place. He's won high school state championships. He's won SWAC championships. So you can't say that he can't coach. And you can't say that the team is not.
You could have won a SWAC championship. You could have won a SWAC championship with Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. I mean, come on, man. Me and you could have went out there and won the SWAC. I could have went out there and played, other side of wide receiver and got a couple touchdowns just because of Travis Hunter.
This is what I'm talking about. That's the hate I'm talking about. But hey, but no one gives Shedeur Sanders the credit of him being able to do all these things behind a suspect offensive line, the beating that he takes, and he stands in and delivers that football on time. It's all about what he does off the field. Off the field is his marketing business and getting himself to be marketable the same way his dad did. But on the field, there is no issues with Shedeur Sanders. And I would like more people to say that, Marv, instead of what they're saying about social media.
I would just pump my brakes when it takes 2 Hail Marys to beat a team that won 3 games the previous year. That's all I'm saying. Pump your brakes, because you should have lost the game. And Dave Aranda probably should be fired. And the reason I'm so mad about it is because of those kids. Those kids played well enough to lose, and you had a head coach who put you in a position not to win a football game. It was really, really bad. His coaching was really, really bad. Okay.
Colorado played well enough to win. I don't see any other comments. I guess everybody's happy with the Colorado win. I appreciate it. But everybody, I bet if they'd have lost, they'd have been killing him though today. But I just wanted to throw that topic on there to see what people thought about the great Colorado Buffalo win. Last topic